It's less than 24 hours after Wike's loyalist resigned as the chief of staff to Fubara in Rivers State, and it's been confirmed that Fubara is meeting with Tinubu right now. The meeting was said to have started around 5:45 p.m. this evening. We are going to be getting details on what the meeting is about in a jiffy. But before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel or this is your first time here, please make sure you subscribe, like this video, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to also turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. I already said it this afternoon that I see another trouble coming. I see another River State crisis, brewing, because number one, Ehiye resigned as the speaker of a house in River State, and immediately he resigned. It was penciled down to be the chief of staff while the current chief of staff was still in office. The current chief of staff just resigned yesterday, and I knew right off of the bat that that would ruffle Wike's feathers, and Wike is not going to take it lightly, which means that there's trouble in the land. This is going to give rise to another round of gbas, and what you guys know what happened the last time. President Tinubu and Governor Fubara engaged in a discreet conversation, leaving the public eager for insight into undisclosed matter. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is meeting with Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara at the presidential villa in Abuja. As reported by Channels TV, Fubara, who arrived at the presidential villa at about 5:40 on Thursday, January 11, went straight to the office of the president, where they are currently meeting behind closed doors. The reason for the visit and the purpose of the meeting have not been made public as of the time of filing this report. Newsroom Nigeria reported that the governor had recently visited the villa for a peace meeting involving the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, who is also its predecessor, Nyesom Wike, and the president. This meeting is Fubara's first visit to the villa since the signing of an 8-point agreement after President Tinubu waded into the controversy between him and Wike. Newsroom Nigeria reported that following rumors that Edison Ogerenye Ehiye, who resigned as the factional speaker of a state house of assembly, has been appointed by Governor Siminalayi Fubara as his chief of staff, a source close to him, Ehiye, spoke. As reported by Newsroom Nigeria on Thursday, January 4, Ehiye was being penciled in to replace Amadi as the chief of staff to Governor Fubara. Wike is the current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. The source, who asked not to be named, warns that Ehiye's rumored appointment as chief of staff to the Rivers governor will open another phase of crisis between Fubara and Wike. Newsroom Nigeria also reported that Governor Fubara said Ehiye resigned as the Speaker of a State House of Assembly for peace to reign. The Rivers' #1 citizen reiterated that all the steps taken so far by his allies were in the interest of peace, adding that they were not born out of fear. Meanwhile, barely 24 hours after Ehiye resigned, Fubara assured that no amount of political crisis could truncate the tenure of his administration. Fubara assures that he is not pretentious about his commitment to providing quality leadership. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have it in the comment section below. What do you all think? What do you think they are discussing behind closed door between Fubara and Tinubu? What do you think they are discussing right now behind closed door? Hopefully, we are going to get more details on the meeting and on how the meeting panned out. But before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Chris Nwodo says, if the meeting is genuine, why do they close the door? So they should have allowed press to enter. Anyway, it would have been all good, because if they had allowed press to enter right now, I will be giving you, more details. Ayola says, Fubara have nowhere to run or hide again. Innocent John says, that one concern her. The meeting between Fubara and President Tinubu, which started at about 5:40 p.m. this evening, ended at 6:30 p.m. But on getting outside, Fubara was, crowded by journalists, but he refused to divulge any information about the meeting or what the meeting was about. According to him, he said that it was a private meeting, that, which means that the information or what was discussed at the meeting is not meant for the public, consumption. I'm just hoping that this time around he's able to, guide himself and not allow himself to be ambushed, just like what happened, when he signed the 8 point agenda or 8 point agreement is signed the first time. I think that the first time he wasn't adequately prepared. He didn't know what was going on, or he did not know what he was going to meet at the meeting. So I feel like he was kind of ambushed. But this time around, I think he knows what the meeting is about. He knows what he's about to get into. So he would, probably must have learned his lesson from the first time. And this time he would, go there more prepared than the first time. I just hope he did not, sign any other agreement apart from the one he has signed before, because if he signs another agreement this time around, people would now tag him Momo, MUMU, because the first one did not favor him. How are we sure that this time around the second one will favor him? You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't already done that. I will see you all in my next video. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. Bye for now.